Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Hanging Out for a Living. Today, we're venturing into the dynamic world of digital marketing and entrepreneurship with a very special guest, Jerold Lee, an esteemed digital marketing strategist, SEO expert, and web design specialist. Jerold runs the successful CET Consulting, and he is also the co founder of GoalSetters International. Jerold's distinctive approach to digital marketing transcends the typical. He focuses on relationship building, empowering entrepreneurs to cultivate high quality connections and turn them into loyal customers. His work in the realm of customer attraction has been revolutionary, setting new standards for today's market dynamics. So, buckle up as we get ready to delve deep into the world of digital marketing with the distinctive Jerold Lee. Jerold, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Wow. Thank you, Teresa. That's probably the best intro I've had. I really appreciate it. That was awesome.
You're
Thank you for
welcome.
having me. I really appreciate it. And also thank you for all the things that you're doing to help business owners get the word out about their business. This is great.
Oh, thank you for the kind words. You made my heart smile big. I appreciate it. So I know you're really busy, and again, I'm so grateful you took the time away from your day to be with us. So we'll dive into our questions, and let's start with the digital marketing landscape and how it's always evolving at a really rapid pace. How do you keep up with the latest trends and incorporate them into your strategies?
Well, when it comes to trends, we all know why they're attractive. Usually it's a hot thing that's happening, and maybe someone has done something that went viral, other
Right.
people like it, and then they want to try to replicate it. But really, with the trends, we only incorporate them into our strategies if they make sense. They've really got to make sense. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't go and try things out. Threads came out. I've never been into Twitter, but Threads came out not too long ago, and I went and checked it out. It was very interesting, especially since you could bring your audience with you from Instagram. But we only incorporate trends if they make sense to our marketing or to the marketing that we're doing for our clients, and if they're comfortable with it.
Sure.
Because trends, like most trends do, they are here today and gone tomorrow, and then you're on to something different. So usually we try to stick to the things that we've tested and we know to be tried and true.
Yeah.
But if we want to just have a little fun, we might check a trend out just to see what it's like and test it out.
Absolutely, absolutely. One doesn't fit all, right? And as you say, they come and go at like the
Yeah.
speed of light. So yeah,
Yeah, and a lot of times we jump on a trend because we like what we see, but when we actually try to do it ourselves, it feels a little uncomfortable or not so authentic. So you really have to judge whether the trend works with what you're already doing, the
sure.
strategies that you may already be implementing.
Absolutely. Words of wisdom for sure. Uh, so on to the next one. We understand that
Sure.
relationship building is a central part of your approach to digital marketing. Could you explain how you help entrepreneurs cultivate high quality relationships and actually nurture these connections into customer loyalty?
Absolutely. Everything that we do with our agency, with the brands that I'm involved with, really at the heart of it would be relationship building,
Mhm.
because we know that you have to have some sort of a relationship, some trust built with another individual or business before you can move on and start to explore whether or not that person or business can use your services, or if you can
Yeah,
vice versa use theirs. So relationship building is probably the most important thing that we do. We just use digital products to enhance the relationship building process. But one of my favorite relationship building strategies would be to, when dealing with business to business entrepreneurs and business owners, is to do something to help them get more exposure and promote their business, similar to what you do. Once you reach out to another business owner and you tell them, look, I love what you're doing. I would love to learn more and actually maybe highlight what you do on my website or in a podcast. Um, then that other business starts to look at you a little bit differently. They say, okay, they like what we're doing. Maybe they're a little invested. That makes them even be interested in what you have to offer
Sure.
at a later time. So that's what we do. We try to put different types of strategies in place where we can do that. One that we use a lot is we'll write an article, an interview article about another business, highlight them on a website. Let's say, for instance, if it's an accountant that we're working with, we may reach out to bookkeepers or other tax specialists, realtors, and highlight their business on that accountant's website. So now they're getting more eyes onto the other businesses that they're featuring.
Sure.
When it comes to those businesses entertaining the idea of having someone help them with their accounting, uh, who's the first person they're going to look to? It's going to be
Right.
someone that has already built a relationship with them, someone that they trust and that they can see really has a vested interest in their business.
Right.
And it will be so much easier for that accountant to market to individuals like that they've already built a relationship with, and to show them how valuable their services are, and then they'll have a listening ear. So absolutely, relationship building should be at the forefront of everything that you do, especially if you're using the online world to help build your business.
Um, I, I couldn't agree more. So, on to the third question. As an expert in SEO, could you share your views on the current importance of SEO and digital marketing strategies and how you foresee its role in the future?
Well, I mean, I I would say SEO is definitely here to stay for the
Hmm.
foreseeable future. And the importance of it really depends on how you're using it in your marketing strategy, in my opinion. And I'll give you an example of what I mean. You may have, say, for instance, um, let's use someone in the financial industry again. Let's say a tax expert. They may want to, get more traffic to their website, so they feel that they need to go through and have certain keywords and get their website to rank, for those keywords. Well, that can be a very lengthy and expensive route to take, if you're going to go for very popular and competitive keywords. So I wouldn't suggest a smaller business doing that unless they really need to. But I would suggest in doing some type of SEO so that you can start getting your name out there and get your website to rank on Google and the other search engines. But there may be some specific ways to do that. Maybe you should get some press releases done, that have specific keywords that aren't so competitive at first. Get those to rank number one on Google and the other search engines. And then once you do that, you have a foundation to build off of because you have traffic and eyes coming back to your website. You're already ranking on Google front page for these less competitive keywords. Then the next step may be to go for slightly more competitive keywords, to get some even more traction out there. Once you've built these, or once you've taken these low-hanging fruit, in a sense,
Sure.
and gotten your reputation built on Google, then you can start going after some of the more competitive keywords. It will be easier to rank because now you have all of this reputation built. And when Google crawls the internet to see if you've been mentioned, you're all over the place and with these press releases. So that's going to help your SEO efforts multiply. But again, SEO can be a very lengthy and expensive route to take. I would always suggest looking at the immediate strategy that you have, determine whether, getting brand awareness is the best thing for you at that time, or if you're looking to actually make revenue and need clients, then go after that, deal with that first. And then after you
Sure.
started making some revenue, you can definitely look into SEO.
That's great advice. Thank you for that and great
So
insight,
welcome.
especially, entrepreneurs starting out. There's just, yeah. the cash flow and everything. And what you shared here was just really great advice and not biting off more than you can chew or you need to.
Yeah, there's something that was mentioned to me a long time ago when I first got into business online. And, someone mentioned that there's the shiny nickel or the shiny penny syndrome, where
Yes.
you start looking for things because you're in a state of desperation. You really want your business to grow, and you start hearing about this great idea or this great strategy. And before long, you've paid someone some money. You don't know how to use it properly. You don't know how to implement it the right way. And maybe you're not even ready for that level of marketing or branding. And you can really spend a lot of hard-earned money trying to grow your business, not knowing exactly what to do. So SEO is one of those things. SEO can be a very long, drawn-out process. It works very, very well, but you also need to make sure that you have the revenue to invest in it before going down that path.
Absolutely. Well, let's dive over to Goal Setters. You are a
Sure.
co-owner at Goal Setters International. So, how do
Mhm.
you balance your responsibilities between CET Consulting and Goal Setters? And can you share a bit about how these two ventures complement each other?
Absolutely, absolutely. So when I got into the marketing business, one of the things that I did was get a business coach. I got a business coach, not just any type of business coach. This was a business coach that specifically worked with digital marketers and agencies. Also was an expert at branding and implementing marketing strategies. So what I wanted to do was I really didn't want CET Consulting just to be another marketing company that offered, the run-of-the-mill services like website building, funnel building, lead generation, things of that nature. I wanted to also be able to help businesses implement these things, the digital things that we create for them in a strategy that actually worked, that they could see working all along the way. And to be able to run it themselves once it's built. I wanted to teach them the strategy so that they could do it themselves or teach their teams. So what I did is I built a, a platform along with a business partner of mine that was all about just giving other businesses exposure. That's it. Giving them the exposure that they desperately desire for their
Okay.
business, but also putting them in an environment where they could network with other businesses that were also building their business. So I wanted like-minded individuals just freely networking with one another and being able to do so at will. So what we did is we created goal setters. And the whole premise of goal setters is everyone sets goals, but they usually need some assistance in reaching those goals.
Yeah.
So goal setters is all about allowing you to network with financial experts, health experts, individuals that can provide different insights on what they do to help you, but also giving you the opportunity to do the same. So there's a free directory on there. So everyone, if they like, they can add their business to the directory, but we also have tons and tons of articles of inspiring entrepreneurs that have really overcome a lot of hurdles that we all go through. And these stories help to motivate others. It also helps you to get to know, say, for instance, someone that's a mindset coach and what they've gone through and how they're available to help and the things that they do. But to see what they've done in the past in order to get where they're at. So we do this to highlight all different types of businesses. And what happens is most people are so impressed with the website and the way it's designed and the things that are offered there. They usually just turn to us and say, hey, you know what? I'm struggling with getting clients. I already have a website. I need leads, but I need to know how to nurture these leads and to get them to actually turn into a client. They do so freely. So really, in the whole scheme of things, what we're doing is we're just trying to provide value as much as possible. And then by providing that value, we get clients just off of the grassroots efforts of providing value. And not only that, we implement these same types of websites and strategies and and different things for other entrepreneurs, just like what Goal Setters looks like and the way it's set up. So it's really immersing our leads into a system that is a nurturing system for us. A lot of people think of a lead magnet as being something as an ebook, or
Yeah,
maybe it's a checklist, or, but a lead magnet is really a system that you can create that helps others to see the value in what you offer without forcing things down their throat. They can
right.
freely check them out. They can develop the relationship on their own. And then when they're ready, they'll reach out and say, hey, I'd
Exactly.
like to learn more.
Exactly. No, I've been on the website and it's absolutely fabulous. So, folks, you really need to check it out. And this actually will bring us to close out our time with Jerold. And it's been an absolutely enlightening session with you today, shedding light on the powerful convergence of relationship building and digital marketing. We've
Oh,
just
thanks
really
so much.
scratched the surface. You're welcome. We've just scratched the surface of Jerold's vast expertise. To learn more about this thrilling journey and maybe get some inspiration for your own entrepreneurial ambitions, we invite you to continue the conversation with Jerold. His contact information will be in the description of this interview. And oops, I don't want to forget, please go out and check out CET Consulting and Goal Setters. If you're an entrepreneur seeking to thrive in today's market, these are resources you don't want to miss out on. So thank you again, Jerold, and thank you everyone for tuning in to Hanging Out for a Living. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep hanging out. Bye, everybody.